This episode of the Rogue Deck Builder is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 source for games and gaming accessories, and by GatheringMagic.com, the #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and articles. Hi there, it's Kevin with Gathering Magic and Roguedeckbuilder.com, here with another match number 3, with the Rogue Deck Builder Immortals of the Forge update for Born of the Gods. Yes, we'd like to play first. Playing first in a haste deck is always a good idea. But mulling first in a creature-based deck is not a very good idea. Yes, we'd like to mulligan here. And this is a very good hand. This is a fine hand. We have no fear of milling ourselves with the Satyr, as we can treasure find. So no mulligan. And first turn we can go ahead and stick out an Overgrown Tomb. And maybe a Blood Crypt. No, Overgrown Tomb is right. It doesn't matter. Either one. Because we're probably going to Spike Jester here. Another Temple deck. This isn't the same guy. Nope, it's not the same guy we played last time, so this could be very different. And I think the right play here is just to go ahead and start the aggro. Get in here with Mr. Spike Jester. One of my favorite cards in Standard right now that I think is very underrated. Most likely going to be Control. And I don't want to run into a Detention Sphere. Yeah, he says, I don't know what to do here. I think I play this and shock myself, just in case there's a Syncopate. I think it's worth it, because I don't think Life Tool is a problem for me. So I'm going to play around. That's why I did this. I'm playing around a Syncopate. But if I get Detention Sphere next turn, this could hurt a lot. But at least these guys, this guy did 6 damage, this guy did 3 damage. So were definitely worth their weight. And see if Mr. D-Sphere comes out here. And no, he just concedes. And this is for a pack. This is in 2-man. This is not in tournament practice. So I don't know why he didn't play it out. He's definitely not dead at all. I mean, he had some time. But he just scoops there. I think he just didn't want me to know what I'm playing against, but I know what I'm playing against. I'm playing against Azorius Control. So the Dreadboars come in, the Golgari Charms come in, the Underworld Cerberuses come in, the Domries of a 3-of come in, and the Xenagos comes in. What comes out is the Treasure Finds and the Satyr Wayfinders. We're going to just let him put cards in our graveyard through the Supreme Verdicts. And still 66. What else? Oh yeah, we bring out the Deadly Recluses for sure. And then what else did I bring out in the last one? Maybe we go down a Domri and go down a Dreadboar. Is that how I did it? I think so. Or no, I went down Gatekeeper Vines. That's what I did. So Dreadboar and a Domri can come back in. So I'm thinking of cutting this last Domri for something else. Maybe like a Scavenging Ooze to help me against aggro matches or another Abrupt Decay. We'll see here. I'm going to submit this. Another Dreadboard would be nice too. But, I mean, I want at least 2 Gatekeeper Vines for sure. 25 creatures is about as low as I want to go. Very fine hand. No, we'd not like to mulligan. We have lots of action. And we have our one of our combo pieces in our opening hand. Which doesn't matter as much when I'm not milling myself as it does within the Satyr Wayfinder. Again, maybe I should have kept a 1 of Satyr Wayfinder and a 1 of... Oh, geez. Now we got both of our win cons, so all we need to do is just make sure they hit. I am going to put that on top because I think that going the Spike Jester route could definitely be the way to win. Worked last time. See if he shocks himself here. No, he doesn't. So he's going to get hit by 3. And we'll go to the attack phase. Jeez, look how Spike Jester just wrecks these slower decks. These control decks. He can't last breath it. And he can Detention Sphere. Whoa, that's a good one. He can Precinct Captain, but I'm just going to Dreadbore it. Didn't see that coming. So we're going to Temple. And we're going to Scry. Nope, put that on top for sure. And then we will Dreadbore the Precinct Captain. And we could actually just be going against Esper mid-range. Because the Precinct Captain, you never know. These control decks are starting to get a bit cute with each other by putting in Bramazes and Precinct Captains. This looks like it's some sort of mono-white Devotion deck. So I totally misread it. See if Bramaz comes down here. Spear of Helio, now he's going to get hit by 6. I think actually just resolving Perforos is the right play here. Because next turn we can actually swing with him. And swing in, and this helps us from getting just blown out by a Detention Sphere. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm up against. Some sort of mono-white, Devotion, Bramaz, Precinct Captain, Heliode maybe. Having a clue. But next turn he is getting hit in the face by a ton of damage. A Rakdos, Shred Freak, and a Spike Jester. Or unless he has an answer. Yep, he's got the Detention Sphere. That hurts. It's going to be Perforos. And if he drops another Precinct Captain, I'm in a bit of a pickle, which he does not. So he still gets hit by Spike Jester. And that is tempting just to throw it out of Domri, but let's not get greedy here. Let's go the game plan. Let's go Spike Jester. And let's go a Shred Freak. And he's down to a 3 after this. And even if he does shove like a Bramaz, we have the Ash Zealot as well. End a turn. What can you end a turn for 2 mana? Azorius Charm? Why? I don't understand why he'd want to draw a card there. I think you'd have to at that point put one of those back on top of my library. Like I said, Bramaz and... I mean, he can generate a decent amount of mana if he puts out a Precinct Captain. No, he can just go up by 1. He put a Precinct Captain, tap it, tap the Shrine to add 4 mana and put out a Bramaz. But I'm definitely am confused about what I'm up against here. Shrine to put out a Shrine. Oh, he's got the Detention Sphere as well. Shrine to Shrine. So 6 mana, what, an Elspeth here? Elspeth actually does hurt a lot. Oh, Supreme Verdict. That was a lot of cards to Supreme Verdict. There goes a Nykthos. Okay. Well, if we draw into the Immortal Servitude, or the mana for the Immortal Servitude, we don't. What I think the right move is just to Ash Zealot. Get him down to a 1. And you can't Azorius Charm it at all here. He's got 2 cards in hand. He needs that Elspeth. He needs that Evangel of Heliode, maybe? There's Domri number 2, and I guarantee you Domri's going to see a land off the top. That's how it always works. And not only that, it's going to be a Scry land, so I can't use Immortal Servitude the turn after. So he's going to Azorius Charm this back on top. Which is awesome because then we can just Domri and find it. Unless this gets countered with his last spell. It does not. So we get a Ash Zealot. Now I'm hoping that lands on the top. And nothing else we can do this turn. But we got an active Domri that can actually fight with something. If you put something out here. Precinct Captain, though, I don't think would... That'd be a 3/3. See if it is Bramaz. It's Heliode. But Heliode He did this wrong. He played it wrong. What he was trying to do there, let's go back to the match. Don't know why it's doing this on Magic the Gathering. He needed Nike the Shrine of Nyx for 3. No, that still would have 3, 4. Yeah, that wouldn't have done anything either. Yeah. So it's probably an enchantment deck. I wonder if like a Johnny's Chosen's in there or something. I'm not even sure what this is. From what I gather, it's some sort of devotion deck based upon white for Helio to pump out probably a control list, and then Helio just starts spitting out a lot of tokens, which end up being 3/2 tokens. So I'm thinking the only other creatures in here are Precinct Captain and Bramaz. Or I could have just been going up in Azorius control, and this is his sideboard as he brings in Heliodes, and he brings in Spear of Heliod, and Bramaz and Precinct Captain. That's my only guess. If anyone else knows what this deck is, just in the comments is fine. But yeah, pretty easy matchup. This has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder and GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.